I'm working on my next animation. Pretty much for last week, what we were working on, we made the elephant, right? We did the elephant one. I was working on that. Next one we're gonna work on. I was working on another thing. Someone asked me in the chat to actually make a mouse. So this is the mouse from last week what I actually made. And so right now I'm doing laundry, so I'm getting my laundry done. Just real quick. 15 minutes on that one, my laundry. So I'm gonna quickly work on that. So this is one from last week. Thank you so much for the supporter who supported. There was also, I made a narwhal. Someone asked me if I could make this is the original narwhal, but I made a copy of the narwhal. So I made a narwhal here. This is a narwhal. That's pretty much, let me know if you guys can hear me, by the way, if you guys can hear me. This is the narwhal I made last week. This was the narwhal I made when I had the last car situation. This one here was like when the pretty much the narwhal with the when the car fuel pump went. That's this one. And this one is for last week. Last week I made one too because someone asked me about this one, so I said, let me just make this one. So this is, you can see the differences in there. This one here is a narwhal that has it has the seal on it. This one here is a narwhal that has no seal on it, so it's pretty much the masking tape just without it. Alright? So also, I was there was a couple of gifts I have thank you for some people who helped us out. So what happened was I started working on this one. This one is my one I work on today. This is gonna be, you guys know who this is, write it in the chat. I'll put it again later when more people show up, but for the most part though, this is one of those characters from anime that people have been watching. So this is a character, actually it's more like a flag of, of one. So this might be the one that I actually have as my main profile picture, so that's the one you're gonna see there. I also have with me, I'm working on some more creatures. So here's one. This is I'm in the process of finishing up this hamster. So I'm gonna finish up this hamster. And I brought paper, but just to let you see that this is the one here. You know this picture. This is the one I'm making. This is the one that's being made. This is the person there. Also, I have my trusty dusty tapes. Alright, I got about 15 minutes on the clock left, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and just make some more cool stuff. I'm going to go ahead and just take my stuff here and see if I can make it a little bit more. So here's this. So folks, I just want to say, pretty much thank you so much for being here tonight. I'm going to go ahead and make some more pictures. As you can see, I have the elephant. I've made the elephant before. And then I made the bear. So tonight, I'm going to ask. So what's your favorite fish? What's your favorite fish? Porgy. A porgy? Yeah. Porgy fish? And how does it look like? It has the face of like a funny face, right? And it's a body? Yeah. Okay, because I make stuff in masking tape. So I'm just talking to I'm doing a live video on YouTube over here. Oh. So what I'm going to do is just pretty much, it's like looking at me right here. So I can make something, so I can make a porgy fish. Yeah, so I'm going to do that. But I need to see it. I said there's certain fish that I know, but I have to see. So I'm going to...
That's like, every time I go, I max out.
Is it max out on like...
30 is the limit.
Wow. See, that's so cool. I think fishing is such an interesting thing, it's just a wonderful type thing. I never got a chance to do it yet. I just been meaning to. But one day, we'll make a porgy. Let's see if we can make a porgy fish. Let's see. Porgy. P-O-R-G-I? P-O-R-G-Y. P-O-R-G-Y. Porgy fish. Alright, let's see porgy fish. And we have... Okay, we have a porgy. This is what the porgy looks like. This is the porgy fish. Alright? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make this fish. So I'm going to make this fish as we're sitting here. And if I have enough time, I'll just give it to you. Let you have it. Because right here, look at this, for example. Like say I made this is out of masking tape. So I go from this to this. And then last week they asked me to make a teddy bear. So I'm like, it kind of ended up like Jerry Mouse. But it's close enough. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and make a porgy fish. So here I'm talking to a fisherman tonight here at the laundromat. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a porgy fish. And while I do that, I'm gonna talk to you about my week and how it's been so far. So let's do this. So those of you who know me, my name is Greg, and I am a masking tape sculpting artist. I've been doing this for about 5 years. And what happens is that I've just been like learning about different things. But today was one of those days. Today's one of those days where I was listening to Myron Golden, and let me turn this so it's just me. I was listening to Myron Golden and about the whole thing regarding about giving up. and about how not to give up, you know? And so one of the things he talked about was just a lot of things. When he said, whatever your hands find to do it with all your might, you know? He says about that, it pretty much goes from the scripture. The scripture says, whenever you do anything, do it for the glory of God. Do it out of love. Do it out of love. Do it for God's glory. Do it for, you know, do it because you love it. Because, you know, when you go to work, you work a job. You do the best you can to work, you know? You don't want to be a slacker on the job because that just messes up everybody else. When you're going to different scenarios, different situations, what you're faced with is like, you know, people know when you love to do something. People know when you are love to do things and you're able to make stuff, you know? So what happens is like, I love doing this art, you know this. And I've been doing this for like a number of years. And one of the things I like about this is the fact that when you make this art, it seems like unassuming, it doesn't seem like much at first, but as you do it, so what happens is that you start actually creating something that wasn't there before. So Myron Golden talked about, like, you know, just the matter of fact of like in Solomon, he was going through some scriptures and talked about like how, you know, when you go to do something, there's always a drawback to anything, you know. If you're going to do something, you might succeed, you also might not succeed, you know. So what it means is that you might be able to do something, but there's always an occupational risk when you redo anything, right? So I have a couple of friends of mine. One of my friends, her name is Rachel. She did a thing where she was doing her art and she actually fell down, you know? And she turned her situation that she went through into art, you know? So I hope that she'll be on the chat tonight. That'd be cool. If not, you know, if she's on the viewing tonight, that'd be great. But if not, then I just pretty much want to just you know, do this and show you guys how cool this art is. So again, what I'm making is a porgy fish, right? It's porgy. And I'm gonna go ahead and make it just like that. So I'm gonna make like a little tiny fish, right, with all the details to it. Let's see if I can do that. I have it on my other phone so I can see that. All right, so it looks like it's just kind of one big, from head to tail as a fish. And I'll make the fin first. How's that? I'll make the tail fin because I can appropriate it from that way. Whenever I make like a person, or I make like a, thank you. Whenever I make like a person, or whenever I make like some kind of art, let me show you this one here. This is cool. Thank you so much. Nobody Adventure Drawings. This is cool. Newbie Adventure Drawings. This is so cool. Thank you so much. This is the elephant that I made before, and I just kind of finished it up. Next one is this is from last week. Last week I had somebody asked me to make a teddy bear. So right now I was talking to a fisherman here at the laundromat, and I'm gonna make a porgy fish. This is the fish that I'm gonna be working on tonight to make that porgy. Right, I'll make it bigger so you can see it. This is the porgy fish. Okay, it goes this one here. It looks like this. See? It's gonna look like that. That's kind of the fish I'm gonna make. Okay, cool. Thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate it. So, as always, I really appreciate you guys watching my art and watch me do stuff. So I'm gonna make this fish, and you're gonna see me do it. Thanks. Oh, wow. So here we go. This is if you want to put any requests in there for me to make, I can do that as well. I'm going to go ahead and see if I get this done quick before I start working on my next project. So what happens is this, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of do this. Okay, so we're going ahead and let's see, the fish has a fish mouth, so let's go do that. Fish spine, so let's do the fish spine. Alright, have that there. Okay, cool. So you have one thing with the fish spine, you got the fish's tail, right? And we're going to go ahead and make the fish mouth and the fish gills. Right, so how we do this is this. See, it's like I'm doing this like all at the same time, but you're kind of watching a little bit of screen. Let me turn the screen just a little more so you can see it better. All right, so you're doing that. Definitely. If you could give me a thumbs up or that's how you see. Okay, if you can give me thumbs up or a like for the work that I'm doing, I really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And that helps us out with the algorithm. More people can see the art that we do. And so here we go. This is Alright, so we have this, and it's like kind of like a really cool looking fish. Okay, so what happens is this, right? I was talking today about, like I was just mentioning about the aspect of when you see, I'm gonna make the face, finish the fish like this. When you have the about whatever you do, there's always an occupational risk, right? There's a risk to everything. So that makes it so that when you have to really determine, like there's a thing I've seen before, that pain is the proof that you want to do something, is how much pain are you willing to go through in order to get the thing you want to get. And so today we went to the DMV to try and get this car thing settled, right, for the fourth time. And so the thing is, like, I get to tell you guys the details. I think I might have told you the details before, but here it goes. One of the details is this, right? We started looking at a car Facebook marketplace, which I'm like, I don't know how well, we haven't come to a conclusion of everything yet, but for the most part, that we had to go through the Facebook marketplace one more time. No, we had to go through the DMV one more time. And this is the fourth time going to the DMV. And I came to the conclusion, maybe there's something I need to, maybe something, because when I was talking to the person who sold me the car, he didn't seem like he was scamming me. Like, people, you can sense when things are going wrong, when things are going the way it is, but you can sense if somebody's lying to you. It's just, you may not see it at first, but you can catch on, when you start like realizing that a person is lying to you. Oh, thank you. 3,000 subscribers. Very good. Thank you. I appreciate that. It says, yeah, that's 3,000 subscribers. It's like that's been, I've worked on that for a while. Okay, so what happens, you can tell if a person is lying to you because there's something about it. It's just something that echoes this, just an imbalance, It may not be right away, but later you start to pick it up and you start like putting the pieces together. Now, in this one instance, this person was talking to us. He was not lying. I mean, he was actually telling me the honest truth. And I wasn't sure because in a sense, like someone said, maybe if you think you're being scammed, you might be scammed because maybe you think it is, but in fact, maybe you're not. Maybe it's one of those things where you just kind of, your mind is making you think scary thoughts. Your mind is making you think scary thoughts about being scammed. You can sense that someone is lying to you. Yeah, you can. You can actually do that. You can actually sense because there's when you start sitting back and really listening, there's an aspect where it says in the Bible about be still and know that He is God. There's also a part where be still and just know that God is in control. There's a stand still and see the salvation of the Lord. There's a lot of stand stills, There's Ryan Golden said today, he said about like, there's a circumstance, circumstance is the circular stance around you. The area that you're around is your circle, What you can see, say we can see about not 180 degrees, but about 172 degrees. And when you see about 172 degrees or something, what ends up happening is that you're able to see so far. Like, they talk about different types of animals in the world. There's predator and prey animals, right? The predator animals have the forward-facing view. The prey animals have side-facing view. So, like, some of the fish, when I get done with the fish, he's going to have, like, a side-facing view type thing, He's going to be side view. What happens is that, when you have, you want to go, I would love to go to 100,000 subscribers. I want to. That's something that I'm trying to do. But it's like, I want to do it organically. I want to do it, like, as quick as possible. But it's like, they say that if you want to get to subscribers, you have to definitely, be consistent. And I've been trying my best to do Thursday nights, Thursday nights around 6:30. But tonight I started around 8 o'clock, so it's kind of the situation there. You want to go to 100,000? Yeah, I would like to go to 100,000 subscribers. I want to go, like, really big with everything because when you think about it, it's like, this is like, YouTube is like writing a book, Every time you write a book, it's like you get royalties from the book that you write, and that becomes cool. It gives you freedom and options. So the more money you have, the more options you have. The more money you have, the more options you have. And so what ends up happening is that you're able to do more things because at the end of the day, you have things you can pick, things you can choose from. So so if you have more money, you can do more stuff. But sometimes people, when they have more money, they buy more things. And really, you shouldn't really buy more things. You try and make things, that's one. And two, you should try to, like, appreciate the things that you have, So you have the tail. This one here, the thing, that. Okay, now the fins. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of get the fins right. Make the fins just better. That one is longer than that. Let's see. I have to switch my laundry to a different thing. Do you want to go? So, like, I keep saying newbie, it's in my eyes. It's like newbie adventure drawing. Yeah, who doesn't want to go to? How much subscribers do you have, newbie adventure drawing? How many subscribers you got? And, just get your subscribers up. Those people who join you, they want to be part of your journey. They want to be part of your adventure. I think it's more, okay, you have to make more of that, bring this back to more of the tail area. Because it's like, it seems like it's more of that way. So you have that. This. And so, anyway, so what happens is, like, yes, he was talking about how whenever there's an occupational, like, risk to anything. So if you're going to do anything in life, you're going to face a risk. We also talked about how there's predator animals and prey animals. Now, the only way, okay, 55 is good. Everybody starts, we start with the number, we start with the Nephili's balloon. Just make sure that you treat those 55 really well. Those 55 subscribers of yours, they're like gold, okay? Every subscriber I have is like gold to me. They mean a lot to me, and I'm thankful and grateful, They say it's, you're doing well when you have people watching the art that you do. And that in and of itself is something there. And for that, I am grateful. Again, I like to, one of the things you have to learn how to say is, I'm grateful. Thank you, God, for everything that you got for life. I'm grateful for my life. I'm grateful for my wife and kids. I'm grateful for, the struggles that we went through. Even this accident that we went through was significant, in terms of the fact that it made us realize how important things are, how important things are. Because, we already viewed things as important, but now it's like you definitely have to just say thank God, because you never know what's going to be, where you're going to be at, or what you're going to do. And it's just, you have to just kind of roll with the punches, because, the Bible says about we through many tribulations into the kingdom of God, the kingdom of heaven. God is good. I was talking to one of my coworkers at work, right? And they were saying to me, about like the struggle we're going through in terms of life, And it was a pretty good conversation going back, because they were just saying that, that you shouldn't have to struggle so much. And I said, I don't want to struggle so much. But the thing is, struggling is part of the Christian life. As a Christian, you're going to go through struggles. They say that if Jesus, the one who's greatest of all, he goes through this world, and he came to this world to die on the cross for our sins, how do you think we're going to escape struggle, huh? How do we think we're going to have those, the health and wellness and stuff like that, and everything's going to be rosy? No, you have to go through a struggle. That's part of your proving ground as a believer. It's where you get tested. The Bible says it says, James chapter 1, my brother, count all joy when you fall for diverse trials, knowing the trying of your faith produces patience. To the 12 tribes scattered abroad greetings. My brother, count all joy when you fall into diverse temptations. I was thinking about the word temptations, right? There's temptation, and I might have mentioned before in my older videos, right? About how there's an aspect where if you are going through a temptation, right? Because God does not tempt anyone, neither. God does not tempt evil, neither tempt he any man. For we're drawn away by our own lust and enticement. So a test that God puts us through, like for example, like a Job test, his test he went through was not for him to fail. See, God puts us through tests for us to pass, right? Whenever you go, it says, struggle is going to be in life sometimes, but you have to deal with it sometimes. So, obviously, it's more than sometimes. Actually, struggle is part of life, a lot. Because as a Christian, you promise trials, persecution, temptations, trials, temptations, and affliction. Sometimes you even get hurt. And the thing is, you go through these things not because you are, not because you did anything wrong. Sometimes it's they say when you do training, what's his name was saying, Myron Golden was saying, when you go through training is not about it's not a nice thing. It's about you pushing yourself to become better. You go through the gym and you you exercise your body. It says, the Bible says, bodily exercise profits little, but godliness profits a whole lot. Godliness profits a whole lot more. Why? Because when you have bodily exercise does one thing: it helps your body, and your soul. It's good that your body is alive. I've been just kind of just asking God to protect me from some things to go through, because I have sometimes today I had I felt there was a pain in my head today, and I just have to go to get that checked out, because I make sure that nothing. I don't want to have any kind of certain kind of high blood pressure or low blood pressure type thing, or even a stroke or anything like that. But I'm very concerned about that, just to make sure that I'm not sick or ill. Anyway, long story short, what happens is that you're faced with all these different scenarios, and you have choices to make. You have choices you have to make. So the thing is, as a Christian, you are faced with choices and struggles and struggles, because the struggles you face makes you into what you are, and it proves your faith, because the testing of your faith produces patience. So he was talking about how, when you go through the gym, it doesn't feel good, but later it gives you rewards, When you go to the gym, your body feels way better when you go through stuff, you get stronger, you're able to endure more stuff. I've been riding my bike to work for a couple of months, almost a whole month now, and almost 2 months now. And when I used to do that with my other job, I would ride about 3 miles to work. 3 miles to work and get there in time. I got it down to a science of how long it would take me to go through traffic, the hills on my side, the hills are my favorite, traveling, going up and around the blocks, things like that, and just getting the whole thing set up and figured out, Because what happens is that as you're going, you're getting better, you're getting better and better through the scenario and situation, you're getting stronger is what it is. What made me interested in tape art? Well, I'll tell you what, tape art was like this. Real quick to go back to what I was saying real quick. I'll just say tape art is one of those things that when you look at how easy it is to make something in tape, it was good. I got interested in it there was a guy named Marcos Mix, and he was making dinosaurs. And the dinosaurs he made were so cool, but instead of him using like wire armature, he used masking tape, and he covered it with epoxy clay called milliput. And the milliput clay was so cool that he was able to, sculpt the creatures, and then he covered it, but it become like rock hard. When I made the masking tape stuff, they're still flexible. Everything I made of masking tape, once it's near completion, it's still flexible, it still bends. And because of that, I like that. It has a shape and an organic feel to it. It's like you're working in skin, You're working with skin and bones. And it's just like flexible like that. It's like ligaments, muscles, and tissue. And so that's kind of things you put it together, and the more you do it, the better it gets at it. So how I got interested in it was because when I was a kid, I used to do a lot with clay and Legos and all that. And then when I got older, I was like, trying to do stuff with like 3D print. Like I had my rings and stuff like that. They're all 3D printed, right? And I got 3D printed rings, and I made my own art. And I used a program called Blender. If you see any of my Blender stuff, I have Blender pages and Blender art stuff that I do on my Instagram. You can see that. I have Instagram Dino Candidates, also Instagram One Life Plus Art. So Dino Candidates is one, Instagram One Life Plus Art is another. And so what happens is like, you start making all kind of creatures, and very easily too. It's not too difficult. But the thing is, like, we teach classes how to do this too, and that's part of our marketing team marketing work that we do. But for the most part, though, what happens is I find that masking tape is to be like, it's a pretty cool art form, because you can actually make some really cool stuff that can really, impress people very quickly. So, here's like a process of making a fish, put that there, and it's gonna be good. I gotta go move my. Let me see if I can move that. Yep, I gotta go move that. Okay, I'll take you with me. Let's go for a nice little walk, shall we? Yes. Gotta take the cruise. All right, let's go.
Yeah, you're done.
All right, cool. I'm gonna switch it over. I'm gonna leave this here. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of get a basket and then start moving my stuff. So this is so here's this right here. I'm gonna put this here. You see the elephant? Boom. You guys see right there? See the elephant? Elephant. Okay, cool. And then here's the fish. You see almost like the fish and most of the, So there's a teddy bear from before. I'm gonna walk in. You can still hear me because I'm on YouTube. Yeah, that's so cool.
This is one of those.
That is so cool.
This is actually, so what you do with this is, this piece right here, you put the sinker on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you thread with your line, this little hole right here.
Uh-huh.
Then you cap it with a bead, and then you put the.
Oh, cool. That way you can see it easier?
Yeah. I got one striped bass here though that I go to.
Oh, cool.
It's in College Point Park.
Oh, sweet.
So I get the fish and look at Jay at LaGuardia Airport at the same time.
Oh, cool. I love watching LaGuardia Airport. I love seeing all
I
that.
fish right by it all the time.
LaGuardia is so cool.
One of my friends was telling me, I think it was in July or June, yo, they got a carnival over here in the park. Come over here, check it out. I know you like to fish. I'm like, I'm already over here fishing. I'm like, don't mind, that car was whack, man. What do you mean it's whack? It's kind of like kiddie rides. It's like maybe what, 4 adult rides? and that's because it was from a company right there. I think it's a carnival company.
Huh?
On the other side of the Whitestone.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
They had one over by the Hall of Science.
Yeah.
Right? And it was like kind of like World of Wonder. They had like all the carnival stuff, the knife throwing, and the swallowing. There was like swallowing knives and all these things. There was like a couple of those. Then they also had the juggling fire, and then the knife, and had swallowed the sword, and then the one where the one I liked the best when they were throwing the knives. They had a knife throwing one, and they were kind of like, and they had her spinning, and they were throwing knives. And he's like, and I thought that was so cool. That was so cool.
It's actually a company, carnival company, that has, the rides there.
Yeah.
And I was like, we passed it one day, and I was looking through like the back window of the Uber.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think that's a carnival company that has rides. I don't think it's just there for one specific carnival. I think it's a carnival company that has rides, and they lease their rides out to other festivals and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's good sense, because that way you don't have to kind of, you can just make more money that way.
And then also, no more carnivals down in the 5 boroughs.
Mm-hmm.
For the rest of the year, carnivals now are like up in like Long Island.
Oh.
Fairs, yeah, I looked it up
Like fairgrounds and stuff?
Yeah.
All the cool fairgrounds and things? See, that's the thing. I love the carnival stuff, you know? I always like the circus. The circus is my thing.
Ringling Brothers just came back, but they don't have no animals.
No more animals, yeah.
No more clowns.
No more clowns, no more animals. So, I mean, what is it now, you know?
It's more artistic, like
The thing on the fire thing,
yeah, that Broadway show. No, it's a show called Stop. Have you ever seen it?
Is that what the cans?
Yeah.
The can and lids.
Yeah. That's what Ringling Brothers is like that.
See, there's one I want to see. There's one called the Blue Man Group. I know it's not a carnival, but I want to see that so badly. I've been meaning to do that for years. You know, I also Lion King. I want to see Lion King.
They like to sit with crowds and that's what you. I had a friend who had a nerve condition, so he used to do this a lot.
Uh-huh.
One of the Blue Man Group sat next to him.
Yeah.
And they started doing it too. I think it's pretty fun.
Yeah, they're cool. They have they can't speak or anything like that.
Oh yeah.
Because they can't. How do they breathe? I don't know.
Yeah, so we're gonna take the bus here to the train. And I don't know how far this bus goes.
This one? Right here. 23 goes all the way down to 71st Continental. 71st Continental is Queens Boulevard.
Yeah.
So Queens Boulevard and 108th Street is where.
We're trying to catch the Q53, the slide bus that goes to Fort Rock.
Yeah, you have to. Okay, you're looking at the 72 bus. The Q72 bus will take you to Queens Center Mall. And from Queens Center Mall, well, I mean, just almost Queens Center Mall. 72 bus, you have to kind of walk a little bit, and you catch it from. Well, you have the phone, the app on your phone.
No, I got that. What I'm saying is like, I know for example, this bus has a last stop.
Yeah.
So if you're saying 71st Continental,
Yeah, that's last
that's a
stop.
7 train.
Yeah,
Right?
a 7 train. Yeah.
So from there, we can just get on the, I can get the R train, the R train.
You can get I think the ER. Just not no ER. ERF, and ERF and M train. And you can take it to Queens Center Mall. Yeah.
So what you're saying is this bus here will take us to the E train.
This bus will take you. You go all the way down, all the way down. You go to the you pass the train twice. You pass the 7 train, and you pass the other train, which is the the E and the F, the M and the R. Right?
Yeah, the E train.
Okay, so then you can also catch the E train. Yeah, you go straight down. You catch the E train after that. You should be able to catch it. I'll have to check the app, but right now I'm doing the live, so I wouldn't be able to actually see that. This is cool. This is retracted. So I wouldn't be able to actually see it right now because it's on that phone. Okay,
I only work over here on the weekends at the bar, so I'll be working tomorrow. Well, the money in my pocket, go fishing bait.
Yes. I gotta do that too. I really gotta do this.
Oh yeah, I can fit easy 40 porpoises. But I think the limit, yeah, every year they change the limit. Last year was like 40. I think this year's like 30. Yeah.
Oh wow. Oh, for the tackle.
Because what happens is people keep coaching and they get caught sometimes coaching.
Yeah.
So it puts like a short in the population. So you try to catch, a decent sized fish, you can't because, poaching is ridiculous.
So did they restock it, or is just pretty much?
Well, the porgies swim for Florida.
Okay. Whoa.
Striped bass swim for Florida. And the porgies are all year round in New York City.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that after October, they go further out.
Okay.
Because we keep the water.
Yes.
The warmer is they like warm water.
Okay.
So the deeper for them, it's warmer, they can chill out.
Okay.
And then I have to worry about the sharks coming after.
Okay.
Surprisingly this year, the porgy season has been good because last year, when the sharks came,
Yeah.
they ate everything. Bluefish, striped bass, porgies. I mean, they They just pretty much swam in the water with their mouth wide open.
Oh wow.
I filleted it clean.
Oh sweet.
The boat, they do it for you in the boat. They charge you.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know what? If I can afford to tip them on the boat because my money's tight,
Yeah.
I'll just take them home. I got the tools at home. I can do it.
Yeah, the boarding knife.
But sometimes if I feel lazy and I don't feel like cleaning at home, I just drop like $30 and you go, fillet them over and everything. So.
See, that's some good stuff right there, man. So pretty much this is what happens. So here we are. I'm just pretty much in the process of just making this fish, and pretty much just, I like making fishes. Fish are my favorite things to make, but other than dentures and the diplocalus and pretty much masking tape. I love using masking tape. So whatever it is I can make with masking tape. This is so cool. So let's see. A-train. So cool with all fishing. And that'd be so cool. I'd love to do that. That'd be great. So like when in Far Rockaway, you have good parking and all that? You get to find good parking? I guess when you're not taking a car, you'd be driving there if you're taking a car.
It all depends. I mean, they got areas where you can park. And areas where you're not supposed to park. Just don't be surprised when you go back to the car with a ticket.
Yes. I'd rather a ticket than a tow. I've always liked that. It's my favorite.
Well, by the ferry terminal, there's a spot that you have a big piece of parking. If you're going to like Brooklyn, Far Rockaway, you just pay $4 for the waterway ferry.
Oh, it's only $4?
Yeah.
Well, that's great.
You get on the ferry. That's what I used to do.
Yes.
Last year, when I used to leave out the house, I go porky fishing, leave the house 4 o'clock in the morning. Make sure I used to have a thermos with everything packed. I get on the first ferry, starts around like 5:36 in the morning. It takes me right to my fishing spot. All I have to do is just board the ferry, just walk down a nice little shortcut path, right here to the cash register. Where the cash register is, that's my fishing spot. I just go in.
I'm picking the ferry. The ferry stops two spots. It stops like by Jacob Reese, and then further down.
They want to make that add that into the stop where the passes Jacob.
Jacob Reese. Okay. I love Jacob Reese. That's one of my favorites.
You got Sunset Parkway. So it starts off. Okay. It starts off at Wall Street.
Yes.
Pier 11, right?
Yeah.
Then from Wall Street Pier 11, it goes Sunset Park, and then it goes Far Rockaway.
Sunset Park, Far Rockaway. So that's the waterways.
Yeah.
That's only $4, man. Only $4. Only $4. Not bad, not bad. But I think it's awesome. I think how God has all of us have different ways to relax, all of us ways for us to find, peace of mind and how we do stuff. Each one of us is just, we're all like a universe to ourselves. I'm telling you, how awesome would it be if everybody did everything right, everybody did the right thing, and everybody cared about their fellow man. Not only that, everybody not only cared about their fellow man, but also just did right by them, so then you have the thing where it's like, you have this thing, I was just thinking of something, you know, but most part of this is kind of like there. Okay, I'll just go ahead and just make this the foreheads and get the fins good. And then from there, we're going to go ahead and do this. It's been like, you know, pretty interesting night. So, like, so I've been learning like, a lot of good things, you know, this week. And I'm just wanting to implement more stuff. I'm just really excited about how these things go, you know. It's been like one of those things where I'm just like, I'm just learning so much and just asking God for wisdom, because this has been one of those things, you know. It's one of those things that you're not really sure how it all makes sense. But so what you do, just do it. So what happens is like my whole thought process is that I was so happy to get everything started to work, and then another problem raised up. So I gotta get these laundry done, and after that I'm gonna go ahead and laundry done. I'm gonna go to just, you know, I have to go to sleep soon because I have to get up to go to work. You know, work in the morning. So let's go ahead and fill up this fish, shall we? Let's make this fish. This thing is like, you know, once you know how to do stuff, you can actually make stuff really, really detailed. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just kind of finish this up. Many people tonight. Okay, so many people tonight on this chat. So, alright, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna keep working on this fish until I get it done. We're gonna work on some more stuff, you know. So this here. I'm gonna go back to work on some of the thank yous for the people who helped us out during the time. We were in need of help. That's the thing, you know. It's like, I don't know. There's so many things, but okay. So back to what I was saying before initially was that there's an aspect of like you have to go through trials. Different trials that you go through make us into what we are. So if we don't have trials, then we're not tested yet, right? And not that we want trials. Nobody wants to go through stuff. Nobody wants to go through the hardships of life. And nobody wanted to go through what Job went through. But so what the chat said before. It said, wow, it made you interested in the thing. Cool. Alright, cool. So there's that. This one. Maybe the adventure drawings. So yeah, so masking tape is kind of like my means of communication with the world. You can do a lot of things if you just can see it, you know, but see it in your mind first. Just see it in your mind, you can do all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I find this actually quite therapeutic to be able to kind of that. Less down here. I'm going to bring it closer so you can see me back to how it was before. Right here. So, put it through this thing here. Do that. Alright. Better? Organize it better this way. Think so? I don't know. Maybe. So here's this one. Fine. Elephants. So I'm going to be looking at a fish. Fish. What happened was, like, I was talking to a fisherman, and he was telling me about the cool stuff about fishing here in New York. But one day I'm going to do that. I'm going to go fishing. I'm going to take you guys fishing with me. Because it's kind of a cool experience. But first, before I take my family with me, so we don't, you know, get used to it, then probably take you with me. So it's like, you know. Yeah, so anyway, so this week was like, we were looking into a car. And thank God for that. We had people who helped us to raise enough money to get the car, and we found a nice car. And we haven't talked much about it because we're still finalizing all the details of it. See, a car in New York is one of those things where, as you're doing these things, right, as you're getting a car, you are trying your best to, you know, pay your bills. And it's good when you get a car that's already been paid off, because if you get a car that's paid off, that means you don't have to worry about car payments. It's one thing. So every car I've ever got, I tried to get a car that's paid off, right? For the first car we got, even when I got married, we had a Oldsmobile Chiva, and that was her car. And then we got our car together. It was a Plymouth Voyager, a 1999 Plymouth Voyager. That car in and of itself was amazing. That was an amazing car. It was able to do like great things. Able to do like, great things with that car. And so we were like so happy because we brought home all our kids in that car. Every one of our kids came home. One of our kids was brought home in that car. So that's my laundry. So there's the laundry right there. It's actually spinning and tumbling. So put it that way. So I have it this way. So we have working on the fish scales. So everyone, okay. So we brought home our kids in that car, and then it was a very cool car, the Plymouth Voyager. Then we had the Dodge Caravan after that, but we had the Plymouth Voyager for 13 years. 13 years. So all of our kids within a 13-year span of them being born, everyone came home in that car. Except for, I guess, Titus, my oldest. He was born earlier. We had the first car, we got our second car in 2004. Yeah, so definitely, yeah. So he didn't come home. So 3 of the kids came home in the car, the Plymouth Voyager. And then none of the kids were at home in the Dodge Caravan. Pretty much I started teaching kids how to drive in the Dodge Caravan. That was great. Unfortunately, they never got a chance to finish it. Some of them never got a chance to see the car after the accident. When they saw the car for the last time, that was the last time they saw the car. The next time it was the car being crunched. And was my daughter, my youngest daughter. She was able to go on a trip with me, and we did a trip up to Baltimore. I drove up and had to come back down. And in that was come back down by the what do you call it? The Greyhound. So we had like an adventure. Just like my other daughter, my eldest daughter, she got a chance to do a trip with me from Pennsylvania to Albany, helping a friend move. So anyway, so long story short, what happens is that these cars. So we're looking at the car today, and car is many things. You know, it's like it just has many things. Every car has many things. No car is just like simple. But nothing is simple in life. Nothing is simple in life. See me making this fish. This fish is a complex piece of machinery. You see this? It's a complex piece of machinery. This is not no simple itty bitty thing. This is a very complex fish. Right? Because the fish. One time, the very first time I remember I asked to make something where they were like, "Can you make a flying fish?" I was like, "Flying fish?" We had a flying fish, alright. It was like, I think it was like 9 fins. It was difficult to make a flying fish. Well, it was difficult. I made it anyway. But still, that's the thing, you know? It's been a good night. It's been one of those really cool nights. Just kind of making some. This is here, making a fish. So here me making a fish. So this is going to be corgi. So, what are some of your favorite pictures? What are the things you like to make? You know, I see what I can make it for you. Let me know. Different laundry and sculpting. Okay, here's something great. Really different kind of food. Yeah, maybe. There's my. Let me get something. I'm not hungry. We just had one night, just had a nice little meal together. So we were so happy because we had such progress in today's adventure. I gotta tell you the whole story, and the whole story is just really ridiculous. I have to tell it to you when it's complete. When the story is complete, I'll tell you the whole thing. But in the meantime, though, I'll tell you some of the stuff that was good today. Today was a really good day, and I spent time with my sweet wife, and I just enjoyed spending time with her. And so the thing is, like, make sure when you get married, you date your wife. Okay, you spend time dating your wife. Don't spend time with other people. Spend time with your own wife. Take her out places, go places. You know, you have time with your kids and stuff too, take them places. But most importantly, spend time with your wife. So right now, I'm just doing this laundry here. I'm gonna go ahead and do the fold in because if I knock this sucker out, so in 20 minutes when it's all dry. It's not dry, I'm gonna go ahead and do some more to it, make it better. This here is you got fish. Fish. He's got fish. This was too complex. Certain things when you get to a certain level, you just can't keep it away anymore. You're just like, I can't do this. It's a little too complex. It's more like you have to kind of purchase it because it gets to the point where it's just, it's just too much work. Too much details. And that's kind of the thing happens sometimes when we make art. I always talk about that. There's a level where it's like it goes from being free to being expensive. And how does it go? It goes from being like, when you make something, like I made something for one of my friends. Her name is Mary, and if you ever met her, ever seen her on the show, Taking the Break, she was part of the show on Discovery Channel, survival show that we do on TV. Things where it's like, survival. She's my friend, and so the aspect like a sculpt her likeness, and she was totally cool with that. And so she's totally awesome person. I have a lot of, I just enjoy what I enjoy sculpting my friends, and pretty much if there's one thing I can do, it's like I can make people and that's the thing. I can also make my friends, which is people too, mission. Friends, and so what happens, I make them, and it's really cool for me because I get a chance to actually do something that's, it's not more like a perch, I can make them all around you. Here. My desk. I guess. Size up. One of those things where it's like, there's been the whole DMC thing with regarding the DMC convention, and I don't want to talk about that because it's kind of lame, but it's something to talk about, I guess. It's like, there's people are just, if anybody falls for what people are saying this year, I am just so upset because it's like, honestly speaking, no one should really fall for them with the deceptions. The people that are not doing, the people that are elected are not doing what they're supposed to do, and they should lose their position. They should all lose their position of power. And I don't know if these vote for these people makes people into power because they don't get anything out of it, I don't think. Or not really helping the collective people. Because they always have this idea where they're going to go ahead and do something, but if you say they're going to do something, they're not doing anything. And that's the thing. It's like, you have it where it's one of those things where you realize that it's a matter of they're saying one thing and doing another. They're not really helping anybody, And that's kind of the problem because all throughout this, that's right. So I'm gonna have to make the side, the fish, the gills part again, kind of come forward again. So I'm gonna make the gills again and separate. Let's do that. Let's go separate. Again. The gills underneath that covered by the fin. That one back. Make the forehead, the end and forehead. So one day I want to catch my fish. I want to catch a couple of gills. I want to catch a shark. And then set it free. I want to catch all these different types of fish. I want to do that especially when this catching fish is cool. I will make you fishermen if you follow me. So you're going to talk into the fishermen are they're patient people and they go out their way to kind of get things done. You know, they have to be patient to wait for the fish. Like a farmer, you got to be patient for the things to grow. And so what happens is like when you start doing these things, you start like saying to yourself, my goodness, this is like, you know, this is amazing. Definitely, those of you in the chat, definitely write me something. Let me know what kind of creature you like. What's your favorite creature? I could work on that. I may not work on it today, but I'll start working on it for next week, or I'll start working on it next week. Let me know what kind of your favorite creature to make. I'm making right now a porgy fish. I'm gonna make the fins a little bit further back. The porgy's fish fins are like a little further back, so. And then I'm gonna go ahead and make the body. So this is like, you know, as you both think about it better. So here you got that. Meat without feet. This is what they are. It's what fish be like. Fish be like. You know, what's your favorite kind of fish? Definitely write me in the chat below. Let me know what your favorite kind of fish is. So if I can make it, I can make sharks. I like making hammer. Hammer is some of my favorite type of sharks. I like the great whites. They remind me of like the Jaws, and that's where we got their popularity from. Where it's like, you know, let's see if there's something about like the superiority of that shark and can't be in captivity. Even made the Jaws 2 from that. That is so interesting. But then you have the Meg. The Meg movie is great. I love the Meg movie. I haven't seen the second Meg movie. I haven't seen that one yet. You guys see the Meg movie yet? Yeah, the second one. I haven't seen it yet. Let me know your favorite creature, your favorite one, your favorite type of fish. And if you like the chat, please give me a thumbs up. This here is making, what happened when I was talking to a fisherman, and he told me his favorite fish is a porgy. So I started working on this porgy. Maybe you do want to learn. You want to learn how to learn. I don't think this video is over. Okay, good. Oh my word. Alright, so we're going to 8 minutes to the mile marker of 1 hour. I do like 1 hour 5 days and try to be entertaining as possible. And but here I'm at a laundromat. I gotta be kind of quiet. I can't be too loud. Anything worse than the obnoxious person talking in the air of the laundromat. One quiet. Trying to not be too loud, you know. So anyway, so there's that. So many things. What if I watched the Tarzan movie last night again? Tarzan, with the one with I forget how to pronounce anybody. Margot Robbie was in it, and the guy he was also in King Kong. So it was funny that they had him in the first King Kong versus Godzilla movie. They watched that by or it was cool. And then they had him where he was in King Kong movie, the Tarzan movie, and he got beat by the gorilla. I thought that was such a fun, exciting thing to make the limbs better. Make that a little bit better, shall we? Looks like more minutes. And I'm almost done. 1 hour I made a perch. No, a perch. Looks like a perch. It's more like that. Thank everybody who watches my shows, watching my program. It's always my major next stuff, and I appreciate it. And I appreciate you guys watching. Okay. It's been a long day. I'm wondering what it is. Maybe I'm just not thinking well enough tonight. But for the most part, it's like it's the difference that you go through. It makes you into a better person. So yeah, get that bread, you know. Get that bread. Do what you got to do. Get that bread. But at the end of the day, just do it unto the Lord. Do it unto the Lord. Do your work. Do your art. Used to. Actually, it's all the way down his back. Way up. Okay. Actually, I'm looking for more pictures. Let's see, we've got like all the way down his back. So now I got more work to do. This is what I got. Sure. Okay, so we actually have some more fingers. Alright, okay, so let's do that. Let's fix this up. Go back his back. This is C back. C back. Here's a C back. So yeah, it's been it's nice, but not really that many people. So, okay, so it's like we'll make a fish and we'll have the fish. Show it. Check and see if it's right. That's good. them close. Fish out of the way. Then pull things close. Alright, so here this. Creatures. And the fish is working up to. There you have that. Let me find those with it. Uniform. Okay, so this uniform here, and just pretty much just make sure that make sure you wash your uniform and make sure you work on your days off. That's kind of what you have to do. Work here in corporate America. You don't have to work on that fish anymore. This here is Lance. Blankets, little damp, but it's not super damp. Little damp, it'll probably dry by temperature. Little damp. That's the bus. This is the blanket. This one feels a little super damp, so I'm gonna put this one in for a little bit longer. This one, yeah, I'll put all the ones that feel damp. I can't feel a little more. Let's see how that works out. My buffers. Here. This one's good. Just mess on the green lantern. No, it's not. What is green lantern here? Green lantern here. Should make a green lantern here. Let me know in the chat if I should make a green lantern. Okay, let's see. Listen, every time you hear music, it's like, oh, dag. Most of my super chat, my lives, you know, they hit me with strikes. That's the problem, too. Okay. So here we are. What time is it? 9:17. I gotta hurry. No, what can you do? I was like, try. What you can do? Try and all you can do. Try. Because at the end of the day, do laundry. So what you do with laundry, you just gotta separate out and make sure that it's all good. Call it blankets at the bottom. And then I guess I'll call it quit soon. Okay, 107. Okay, so once we're done, we'll get done with the laundry. Let me go ahead and then we'll go ahead and call it a night because I have to go home and get ready for tomorrow. And I'm so tired. I had this feel this sharp pain in my head or something. It's like I'm getting nervous. One thing I care a lot about is that maintain and not lose things. So I have a lot of information ahead of me. And so finally, like today, I got some reprieve, you know, one of those things. I was so happy because I'm working on a project doing this car for like the last 20 days, and it's just been like stress dealing with this car after dealing with this accident, you know. And so we say thank God because we were able to actually get through. And so today was actually one of the days we got through, had a breakthrough in terms of our car situation, our new car situation. Which I never really showed anybody yet. No one's ever seen this yet. The kids and some of our friends have seen it. For the most part, the majority have not seen this car we're talking about. So that's what we're doing. We're gonna not share with it until it's finalized. When it's finalized, I'll show you guys. I do some live videos from there and have some good conversation, good next chats with you guys. I'm so glad it's like I have to kind of just, you know, get this, once it's finalized, once everything is done and square, and after that we're going to be able to make sure to deal with it. So I'm looking forward to that story time. Okay, so I'm going to make sure I get to my clothes. Okay, camera, so I don't see all that. Turn the camera a little bit so you don't see the lady stuff. Show me this, I'm your business. My kid laundry. So. Really quick, waste no time. Alright, so here's my clothes. Ready for tomorrow. So I'm gonna put this stuff into the thing. I'm gonna put my laundry into my shopping bag here. Gonna take all my sculptures. I got working on this fish today. I didn't finish it. Got more to work on this fish. Didn't get a chance to finish this fish, unfortunately. See, it's not finished. It's near, but it needs a whole more row and yeah. So yes, I can't really give this away because it's incomplete. It's an incomplete fish. I can't give it away. All right. So that one. Remember, this was the elephant we did. I almost finished. I have to do some painting on this one to complete it. And then you have the teddy bear. It looks like Jerry Mouse. Anyway, so that's something there. So anyway, in the meantime, let me go ahead and get going. So yeah, so this is the scenario. This is the tape. This is the stuff. This is the thing. Do you do like any social media or anything? Like
I try not to because it becomes addicting.
Like Instagram or anything?
Not really. High school, when that first came out, I was all for it.
Yeah.
Just take up space in my phone.
I know what you mean. It does take up space. It takes up a lot of space.
You said you have a YouTube channel.
Yeah, right now I'm using my YouTube channel stuff right now. And my YouTube is Gregory Valentine Animations. Is my YouTube animation.
Alright, I'll subscribe to it now.
If I have a card, I think if I have a card, I'll give you one. Oh, I think I do. Oh, it's not stuck together. Oh, it's not stuck together. Okay, it's great. Oh, this is the one that's not stuck together. This is my card. Okay. So I have to make all kinds of stuff. Your fish is not done. It's like the fish I was making.
Yeah.
It's kind of like. I'll show you. It's like this. See, it's like because I was looking at more pictures of the porgies, and they have like more of a row comes all the way back here and all the way here too. So it's not completely done. It's like it's there.
I'm here tomorrow at the bar.
At the bar?
Yeah.
So it might be at the bar.
Yeah.
So it's like one of those things.
You know the supermarket right there? There's
Yeah.
a bar right next to it upstairs.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know there's bars there. Okay.
I'll be there about 7:30.
7:30 in the morning.
Nice.
Nice.
Well, I tell you what, I'll just subscribe
Yeah.
to the channel and
Yeah.
we'll communicate.
You'll communicate that way. Yeah, that'd be best. Alrighty.
Nice talking to you.
It's good talking to you too. I'm gonna walk home with this and talk as I'm walking home. But it's good to meet you. And I wish you all the best. And good fishing. Good fishing. Bye. Bye. Take care. Good fishing. Good fishing. Let's give him the fish, right? Let's give him the fish. Let's give him the fish. What do I do with this fish? I mean, there's more to it. I can work on it. Alright. There's the fish, and the fish is swimming. I should just give it to him. You know? But maybe the best thing is probably not. So let me just, if I can get it done, I can do more stuff. I could just 7:30. Let's see what we're gonna do. So pretty much, I am bingo for tonight. So I'm gonna stop the video and just pretty much go home. So with that, I just want to say thank you all for watching and subscribing and listening to my channel tonight. I try to do this more every week, but I know you guys have other videos and stuff to watch too. So just pretty much, thank you so much for watching. Those who did watch, I wish God bless you, and I wish you all the best. All right. So thank you. Have a good night, and peace.